Good day, class. In the previous videos, we have introduced the Qi theory, the Yin and Yang theory, and the five elements theory. From the Qi theory, we see the universe and the human body as a whole as the only Qi. Everything is the result of the development and transformation of Qi, or the movement of Qi. And then from the Yin and Yang perspective, we see the universe and human health from the yin and yang, two opposite attributes. We agree that the human body and the universe is the result of the movement, the development, and transformation of yin and yang. And furthermore, we analyze the universe and human from the five elements perspective. We study the laws of these elements. We apply the laws of these elements in explaining human health. In this video, we are going to study the Zang Xiang Theory. This theory focuses on the physiology of human health, of human body. So in this theory, we are going to talk about the heart, the internal organs, all different kinds of internal organs and their functions. This theory was written in Huangdi Neijing, so it was developed more than 2,500 years ago. In Huangdi Neijing, there was one article talk about the Zang Xiang Theory specifically. We're going to study the general introduction of the Zang Xiang Theory, and then we're going to further discuss the Zang organs and Fu organs. The Zang Xiang Theory, or the Zang Fu Theory, more commonly, especially in English, we prefer to use Zang Fu Theory because it's easier for you to pronounce, and also the Zang and Fu we use a lot. For all our internal organs, we separate them into Zang organs and Fu organs, as well as the extraordinary organs. So this theory studies the internal organs, the physiological and pathological signs that relate to the organs, the relationship between the internal organs and the phenomena to the nature. We study the internal organs and their relationship, and the phenomena. What kinds of phenomena? This phenomena is the phenomena that we can see, because the internal organs, we cannot see the internal organs. However, how we diagnose is from the phenomena. Zang. So the pronunciation, Zang. This character is the Chinese character when we write Zang Xiang. Zang Xiang. Xiang is the phenomena. Zang, organs, all different kinds of organs, internal organs. However, this character has two different pronunciations. It can either be pronounced as Zang or Cang. Zang refers to the organs. This character also can be pronounced as Cang. When it was pronounced as Cang, it means height. Height. So it means that something hides inside. You cannot see. The Zang Xiang or Zang Fu theory, we try to understand the phenomena from something we can see from the patients, from the phenomena to understand the development or the situation of the internal organs. It's very important to understand that The Zangfu organs in Chinese medicine are not only based on anatomy. Whenever we talk about the organs in Chinese medicine, we refer to both physical organs and their functions. For example, whenever we talk about the heart, we refer to the physical heart from the anatomy. We also refer to the function of the heart. This is also the similar thoughts of the theory qi and yin and yang. We talk about the qi as a whole. However, when we talk about the qi, we actually refer to yin and yang, yin qi or yang qi. So similarly, when we talk about the organs, we include the physical organ and the function of the organ, also yin and yang. When you consider with the physical organ and the function is yang, the physical organ is yin, because that's something you can see. So from this point of view, whenever we talk one, we actually refer to. This is also the yin and yang theory. As you can see, the yin and yang fish. The yin and yang fish. When we see the circle as a one circle, however, in this circle we got two, yin and yang. So this kind of thinking you can see all over Chinese medicine theory. This theory is based on anatomy, but not only based on anatomy. In Huangdi Neijing, it was written that the cadavers, when people pass away, the cadavers could be distorted. That's why in Huangdi Neijing it described the shape of the heart, like the fire. It recorded the size of the stomach, the length of the intestine. So all this information was actually based on the anatomy. However, the anatomy is not enough to explain our complicated human health activities. So we employ the philosophies, which are the qi theory, the yin and yang theory, and then the five elements theory. As we have introduced previously, the physiology in Chinese medicine, we base on the five elements theory. We base on the 5 different systems, 5 different categories. And from these 5 elements, from this philosophical theory, we link the nature and the human body. Summary based on the physiological and pathological observation. Observation is very important in Chinese medicine. For example, these 2 images we have introduced previously. The bottom one is better, the top one is not as sweet as the bottom one. How do you know? We're going to observe from the appearance of the fruits, the appearance, and then we verify from the practice. So we're going to taste both of them, and then you realize this one is better. And then the second time you taste again, you realize some fruits that appears like this actually sweeter. So later on you will understand this fruit has this kind of appearance, tastes better. So that's from the observation and repeated practice. The observation, we can see the fruits, the appearance of the fruits. However, from this image, from the left side, from this image, what can you see here? That's also another way of observation. Some students says I can see the sky. That's true. You also can see the trees. That's also true. Apart from the sky and trees, the leaves, what others can you see? From this image, I see the wind. So there's another kind of observation. Can you can you show me the wind? I can't. I cannot show you the wind, but I knew there's wind here in this image. When this image was taken, there was wind. It was in a windy weather. Because I see the leaves, I see the shape of the leaves. The branches going to one side. So from here, that's another observation. We can see the patient's appearance. We can see the facial color, the facial complexion. However, we cannot see the internal organs. How do you know what's the condition of the internal organs? We're going to see from the appearance. We're going to see something like this. For example, in future, when we study the pathogens, the etiology of Chinese medicine, we have some pathogen called the wind. How do you know the patient suffers from wind? What does it mean by the wind? As you can see the wind in the environment, the wind can move here and there. You cannot limit the wind in one area. Once the wind stays in one area, there's no wind. So the wind must be moving. If the patient suffers from, for example, the joint pains, the patient suffers from the migratory joint pains, the moving pain. On one day, the patient feel the pain in the left wrist. On the second day, the patient feel the pain move to the ankle, and on the third day move to the knee. So this kinds of moving pain, migratory pain, we call it the wind. So that's from the observation. We summarize the characteristics of the phenomena that we have seen, and then we conclude to an experience or the knowledge, and then we verify from the repeated practice. So that's the Zang Xiang Theory. Why the heart linked to the vessel, linked to the tongue? Why the liver linked to the eyes? That's from the observation, also from the repeated practice. So the Zang Xiang Theory, we base on the 5 systems. That's the core of the theory. We base on the heart system, the liver system, the spleen system, the lung system, and the kidney system. So in anatomy, when you study as from the neurological system, skeletal system, muscular system. In Chinese medicine, we study from the heart system, the liver system, the spleen system, the lung system, and the kidney. When we put all these systems together, it becomes the whole human body. All different tissues and organs, they link through these systems. There are 2 key characteristics of the Zang Fu theory: the holism of the 5 Zang organs as the core. We study the human health, we study the body structure. We have more than 5 organs, we have more than 5 internal organs. When we study different internal organs, different tissues, extremities, we will base back to the organs. So they will have some relationship, some connection with the organs, including from the structure, the physical structure, as well as the activities, the life activities. The second characteristic, the holism between the five Zang organs and the nature. When we study the human health, we are not only based on the organs, we also consider the nature. For example, in future when we study the pulse diagnosis, we will understand that the normal pulse will be changed according to the different seasons. That's because the qi in different seasons is different. In spring, we will have certain manifestations. In summer, the pulse manifestation will be changed. So when we see the patients, we need to consider the seasons in spring or in summer. For example, a patient with the same disease come to you in summer or in winter. Your treatments should or may be different. We also consider the environment from the nature where the patient lives. For example, patients live in Durban and Cape Town or Johannesburg. There will be some differences because the geographic difference. So these are all in the five Zangfu theory, and this is also linked to the five elements theory from the organs. Through the five elements, we link with the different location, different position, or the direction according to the five elements theory. We need to keep in mind that the organs in Chinese medicine are not the same as the modern medicine. So in conventional medicine, when we talk about the liver, it means the liver here. It refers to the physical liver. When you refer to the lung, it refers to the lung. However, in Chinese medicine, we include the physical lung as well as the functions. So that's very important. You need to clarify. One of the reasons why these organ names are different from the conventional medicine is because when the conventional medicine first introduced to China, they try to translate the conventional medicine from English to Chinese. When they translate, they borrow the terms in Chinese medicine. And now we study the terms from modern medicine, from your anatomy, and it makes us make us confused. So we need to clarify that the organs in Chinese medicine includes both the physical organs and the function. We have mentioned a lot about different organs, the Zang organs, Fu organs, and actual ordinary organs. What are the differences among these organs? Why do we need to separate them into different categories? The five Zang organs refers to the heart, the lung, the spleen, the kidney, and the liver. What's in common here? These five organs. As you can see, these organs, there's no hole or no space within the organs. It is solid. Sometimes you will say that's not true. The heart, we do have space within heart. We got 4 spaces in the heart. However, we need to remember that this theory, when they developed in Huangdi Neijing in 475 BC, at that time, how people understand the organs, the people at that time, they deserted the cadaver. When you see from the cadaver, you actually cannot see the space within the heart because it will be filled by the blood. That's why the heart is also considered as the Zang organs, solid inside. And from the Zangfu organs. The heart is the central of all organs, the commander of all organs. The Fu organs, the 6 Fu organs include the gallbladder, the stomach, large intestine, small intestine, sanjiao, urinary bladder. As you can see here, all these organs also have something in common. They are hollow inside. They like a tube. All these organs like a tube. They all hollow inside. There's one organ that you must not be familiar, sanjiao, or some translation it was translated as triple warmer. We're going to explain the sanjiao in future when we discuss the 6 full organs. Here you just need to remember we got the 6 full organs: gallbladder, stomach, large intestine, small intestine, urinary bladder. The reason why we need to separate them into different groups because their physical appearances are different from the Zang organs, and also their functions is different. The 6 full organs, most of them, they receive food, they pass the food to the next organ. So they receive and pass in the food. In future, we're going to discuss the clause from 黄帝内经. The extraordinary organs, the brain, the marrow, the bones, vessels, gallbladder, and uterus. So these 6 are considered as the extraordinary organs. As you can see here, gallbladder is considered as both the full organs and the extraordinary organ. Because the Zang organs, full organs, and the extraordinary organs, they have different characteristics and functions. That's why we need to separate them into different groups. The Zang organs control the storage of vital essence. The Zang organs store the essence without discharging. So the essence, the qi, essential qi, will be stored in organs without discharging. So that's the function of the organs. The full organ, from the shape, we can see they are hollow inside. Control the transportation of food and water. Maintain the function of 6 full organs to receive, absorb, transform, and digest the food. Transmit the water and food without storing them. So this is very similar to the transportation, the speed train. Passengers go onto the train. The passengers have to come out of the train. So the 6 full organs, the food and water we eat or drink, they will go to the 6 full organs, but it needs to go to the next level without storing them. If the 6 full organ start to store the food, it will cause problems, such as if the intestine stores something there, patient become constipation or abdominal pain, abdominal fullness. If the stomach start to store food, patient will have stomach ache, stomach fullness, vomiting. So because the storing is not the function of the full organs, the full organs has to transmit, but they should not store any kinds of items. They can absorb, but they cannot store. So they must pass the substance to the next level. That's the characteristics of the full organs. The physiological characteristic of the extraordinary organs. The extraordinary organs, from the shape, is very similar to full organs. From the function, it is very similar to the Zang organs, which means it stores the qi without discharging it. From this point of view, you will also see why the gallbladder is considered as both the full organs and the extraordinary organs. When we use extraordinary, it means different from something. From the shape, the gallbladder is similar to the full organs. However, the bile is stored within the gallbladder. It can be discharged, but it is not discharging as the food. So the gallbladder is considered as both the extraordinary organs and the full organs. These characteristics of the Zang and full organs were described in the Huangdi Neijing clearly. The basic question is the first volume of Huangdi Neijing. The so-called 5 Zang organs store the excellent qi without draining off, so without discharging. The 6 full organs transmit water and food without storing, so the full organs cannot store. They can be supplied to reflection, but cannot be like the fullness of the excellence in Zang organs. So very importantly, when you see these Zang and full organs, one is to store, the other one is to transmit. This table illustrates the differences among the Zang organs, full organs, and extraordinary organs. You need to remember the content of in this table, as well as the differences among these different organs. In this video, we have studied a brief outline of the Zang full organs, as well as the foundation and development of the Zang full organs. In the next video, we are going to discuss in details of each organs. Thank you for your attention.